He's not motivated for anything. We hear this a lot. My child has no reinforcers. He's just so hard to motivate. He's not interested in anything. He doesn't want to do any work. He doesn't want to do anything. Common theme. So what can we do when we get that problem?
Take a deep breath. Calm down. There are solutions. Number one, we need to do some preference assessments, right? So, we need to start getting creative with our reinforcement, presenting new things and doing some preference assessments. We can do parent interviews. There's some formal sheets out there that we can say, oh, look, here's a list of ideas. We can also do, go back to our schooling, open our books, do formal stimulus preference assessments. We can also be creative. So, there's lots of things that kids are motivated for that aren't your regular, here's an M&M or here's Barney or here's my iPhone.
I find that people kind of get stuck with like, well, he doesn't want any toys, or like he didn't want like, the balls I brought, or like the bubbles. And we have to think not what we would want and what would motivate us, but what would be a reinforcer for our students. So for example, we had a student who really liked, peeling the paper off of the crayons. So guess what? He would work for it. So you can be really creative by just looking at what your student is into. Every child has something that they're into. It may not be something that we consider like a reinforcer or a toy or something fun, but if it's something that we could just use and make contingent on an expectation and it increases the behavior in the future, then it's a reinforcer.
We also need to look at our programming, and maybe the student has been on a lot of the same programs for a long, long time, and that makes sense if they're not motivated, but maybe we need to switch the programs up. Maybe we need to go back to a little bit more pairing. We maybe need to go and move some of our programs into the natural environment and really make things functional for the student. Maybe we need to add in some sensory social routines in between programs or in the programs in general, get some joint attention.
Yeah, we also get stuck as the professionals. So the kid might be stuck in being motivated, but I think we also sometimes get stuck with like doing the same things and not making it fun, or not bringing back some of the fun like play that we started out with. So it's always okay to go back to that and just go back to what got you started in the first place and what was motivating him then, and switching things up and just being a little bit more creative will sometimes bring a lot more life into the reinforcers.
You bet.